That Prestige badge on the rear, paired with a sport diffuser and quad exhaust. This is the Tahoe that just made the Escalade an awkward conversation. By the end of this video, you'll understand why the Tahoe Z71 Prestige carries one specific interior architecture decision that no American full-size SUV has committed to at the factory level, and it has nothing to do with the screen size. I'll get there. Is the Prestige package worth $120,000 over a standard Tahoe Premier? My answer depends entirely on what you actually do with this SUV on a daily basis, and the breakdown is going to be more specific than you're expecting. We're covering the exterior, the cabin, and the powertrain, and the backstory of why this Prestige package got approved inside GM. That did not begin in a standard product planning cycle. Here's what matters most, and it's not the wide-body stance and it's not the quad exhaust. It's the hood vent. A functional pressure relief vent on a factory full-size luxury SUV is an engineering commitment that signals one thing clearly. This vehicle was built to manage sustained underhood heat, not just look the part. At highway cruise with a full passenger load and summer heat, underhood temperatures in a sealed hood V8 SUV climb fast enough to pull timing and reduce output. The vent addresses that structurally. No factory Lincoln Navigator runs this. No Cadillac Escalade does either. Speculative tech number 1. Active thermal bypass valve. An electronically actuated valve in the vent channel opens fully in sport and tow modes, directing hot air out of the engine bay at speed, and partially closes at low-speed urban driving to maintain optimal operating temperature. Current sealed hood configurations manage this entirely through the cooling system. This eliminates the thermal sealing before the cooling system is stressed. The hood signals the performance intent. The cabin tells a completely different story about where Chevy took this brief. The seat upholstery stops you immediately. Warm sand perforated leather with custom geometric embossing across every seat face, a pattern that looks closer to a Bentley Bentayga door panel than anything in a domestic full-size SUV. Two-tone sand and dark graphite leather runs floor to ceiling across every surface. At $120,000, the material specification is coherent. It earns the price badge. The dual-screen setup runs a landscape format main display, paired with a dedicated lower climate screen. Climate controls are physical and always visible, never buried in a menu. For a buyer managing rear seat passengers on a road trip, that separation is the correct ergonomic call. The Lincoln Navigator buries HVAC deeper into its touchscreen hierarchy. Chevy kept it accessible. Speculative tech number 2, adaptive seat pressure mapping. Sensors in the seat cushion monitor occupant weight distribution over time and micro-adjust lumbar and bolster firmness every 20 minutes on journeys over 90 minutes. Long-haul fatigue in full-size SUVs is a documented complaint at every price point. Static seating geometry is the cause, and no domestic SUV has addressed it at the factory level. Where they've missed the mark, the steering wheel material. Wrapped in a single-density soft leather without perforation or contrast stitching, it reads below the cabin's overall specification level. The Lincoln Navigator steering wheel finish is noticeably more resolved at a comparable price point. The exterior section delivers the origin story, why this Prestige configuration exists at all. Here's what I'm hearing. The Prestige package reportedly came out of a direct competitive brief after Lincoln Navigator Black Label began pulling Tahoe conquest buyers in coastal markets, buyers who were cross-shopping a full-size SUV against European alternatives. The brief wasn't build a nicer Tahoe. It was build something that makes a Navigator Black Label buyer feel like they're settling. The exterior is where that intent is most visible. Front to rear, blacked out grille with Z71 badge, functional air management through the lower intake for brake cooling. Composite wide-body flares extend the track stance visually without changing the suspension geometry. Large multi-spoke machined wheels with dark pockets, sized to fill the arch without gap. Red brake caliper accents visible through the spoke face. Black two-tone roof treatment transitions at the D-pillar. Rear, Tahoe lettered tailgate, quad exhaust exits through a sculpted sport diffuser. Full-width LED light bar with sequential amber turn signal. Prestige badge plate on the bumper. Nothing on this exterior is ambiguous about its intent. The diffuser, the wide-body geometry, and the brake cooling intake are load path design decisions. They survive a refresh cycle. But design intent means nothing without the powertrain behind it. 6.2-liter Ecotec 3 V8, 420 horsepower, 460 pound-feet of torque, 10-speed automatic, 4-wheel drive with magnetic ride control. On sustained highway grades with a full 8-passenger load, this powertrain does not hunt for gears and does not compress the throttle response. Speculative tech number 3. Predictive grade load management. The navigation system reads upcoming elevation changes up to 2 miles ahead and pre-stages transmission gear selection and throttle mapping before the grade begins. A Lincoln Navigator Black Label on a mountain approach feels the transmission hunting for the right gear after the grade starts. This system closes that reaction gap entirely. Lincoln Navigator Black Label, $105,000. More powertrain refinement on paper, but the exterior design language does not carry this level of sport intent. Cadillac Escalade V, $150,000. Supercharged V8, genuinely faster, but $30,000 more for performance most owners will never access. The engineering case is complete. The financial case needs to hold up alongside it. Now, here's what I actually think. Completely straightforward. The competitive brief explains every decision. The sport diffuser, the geometric cabin specification, the dual-screen layout. Chevy wasn't building a better Tahoe Premier. They were building the SUV that makes a Navigator Black Label buyer pause and reconsider. Whether they've succeeded depends entirely on whether that buyer values sport exterior language or pure interior refinement more. Pricing. Expect $115,000 to $125,000 fully configured. The Lincoln Navigator Black Label runs $105,000. More cabin refinement, less sport exterior presence, no quad exhaust architecture. The standard Tahoe Premier at $68,000 gives you the same V8 and most of the comfort for significantly less. The Prestige Premium buys the sport exterior package, the geometric cabin specification, and the thermal management hardware, all three together. Factory Prestige badging with genuine mechanical differentiation holds residual value better than a dealer-added sport package ever does. For a 5-year hold, the Prestige configuration's factory accountability on every component is recoverable at resale. An aftermarket equivalent is not. Here's the call. If you want the most coherent sport luxury full-size SUV at this price point with factory coverage on everything, the Tahoe Z71 Prestige delivers that. If pure interior refinement without the sport exterior is your priority, the Navigator Black Label is the more resolved choice. The Prestige earns its premium through material coherence and exterior intent, not through displacement. At the open, I said that Prestige badge paired with a sport diffuser signals something specific. Having walked the full picture, it signals an SUV that was engineered to win a conquest buyer, not just retain a loyal one. That is a different kind of ambition, and it shows in every decision from the hood vent to the door panel grain. I genuinely love your perspective, especially if you've cross-shopped a Tahoe Premier against a Navigator Black Label or an Escalade E and made a final call. Drop what tipped it for you below. $120K for the Tahoe Z71 Prestige or $105K for the Navigator Black Label. Drop Tahoe or Navigator below. Tahoe Z71 Prestige versus Cadillac Escalade E is next. Subscribe if this kind of analysis is what you're here for. See you then.